If you have Roatan on your upcoming cruise itinerary and you've been watching old videos, stop. Mahogany Bay is gone. It's been completely transformed into Isla Tropicale, and almost everything has changed. Here's what's new, what it costs, and how to have a cruising good time for free.
Hey y'all, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Becky.
And together we're cruising good time. We're on a Western Caribbean cruise out of Galveston on the Carnival Jubilee, that you can see behind us.
We have some footage on some of the new things that will be opened for Isla Tropicale, and we have talked to some of the workers, so we'll have a few insights that may be helpful for you. First, let's talk about the big changes. Carnival has added a new area called the Mangrove Bay Pool and Swim Up Bar. Access to the pool will be free for everyone. There is also another restaurant. It is located behind the pool. It also has more bathrooms and lovely cabanas in the center of the pool. You do not need to purchase any package ahead of time to enjoy this beach or pool. Lounge chairs without an umbrella are free. We will discuss more about free options further on in the video. There are two new shore excursions associated with the Mangrove Bay Pool. They are the Pool Peninsula Cabana for $450 and the poolside daybed rental for $150. And if you follow us, you know that Roatan is in my top 2 islands for snorkeling anywhere in the Caribbean. So we have a video on that, as well as a video of all the wonderful things and the very best places to snorkel on Roatan, and we'll put a link down below. Now let's talk about all of Isla Tropicale. It is a beautiful place with lots of activities. It's about a 10 to 15 minute walk from the ship to the beach.
Yeah, the walk is really easy. You just get off the pier there. They can berth 2 ships there at one time. We were just 1 ship when we were there, but you could have 2 ships in here at the same time. Then you go through the mandatory duty-free shop, and then come out of there. They'll want to take your picture. You walk up this little hill. It's not a very big hill. It's really easy. And you get up to this common area. This is where you'll meet up with your shore excursion if you're doing a shore excursion. And there's a lot of shops in this area. If you go to the left, there's some shops and some restaurants and whatnot. And you turn to your right, just like this, and that is how you go to the beach. And you can ride the chairlift. The chairlift costs $11. It takes about the same amount of time as walking. We chose to walk it. There's actually a nature trail. It's a little bit longer walk. Kind of takes you back in the woods a little bit. Cross over this bridge and you're on Isla Tropicale. There's some water toys that you can rent right here, like kayaks and other things. Then you walk through this building right here, and there are some shops and restrooms in this building before you get to the beach. Walk right on down the beach right here, and you can see where the chairlift ends, and this would be where you'd get off the chairlift if you rode it over. This is a menu of all the items that you can do on Isla Tropicale, and this is a list of all the different wristbands, colors, based on the experience that you choose to purchase at Isla Tropicale.
If you bought a package, you just stop by, and this wonderful lady here is going to give you the appropriate wristband, and someone will take you to your chair or clamshell. So that first beach area you see to the far left, so that is a special area for Blue Lagoon day beds. It looks like that's about $126 a person, and you get some like VIP treatment there. And you can see behind it is that brand new pool area, so it won't be far to walk if you're wanting to go take a dip in the pool. And then when you go to the right of that, you can see that they have some clamshells.
Those clamshells, you can rent them on the beach for a total of $64. Rent them on the beach for $64. You can buy them through the cruise line at $70 a person, and that includes unlimited rides on the chairlift and 2 chairs. So it's a little bit better if you don't ride a chairlift, you just go over and do that. Then past that, you got those yellow umbrellas. Those are all reserved. They're going to charge you $32 for an umbrella to sit in that area, and you get 2 chairs with that and a little table. It's kind of hit or miss on the shade with that, we found today. Past that are some more yellow chairs in that little white pagoda building right there. They do massages there. Those chairs are free because they don't have any umbrellas. But here's a big hint. Get there early. There's a lot of tree shade on the back, but it fills up fast. So if you're going to go without the tree shade and do something for free, that's the way to do it right there in that center area. Keep walking, you got these private cabanas right here. Those are $550 a piece. You get an indoor cabana that's air conditioned, a little patio on it, and then you got access to those day beds that you see right there by the beach. And it includes chips and soda and dips. It doesn't include any alcoholic beverages. So if you walk past the private cabanas, you get to this area called Hideaway, and they have some beach chairs down there that are also free to use, and you don't have to pay for those, but there's very few of them. And there's a really kind of secluded little beach right there because it's past those cabanas.
What I really like about it too is it does have a couple of umbrellas, and it is free if you get there to be under the umbrellas. And there's quite a few trees, so you can actually be pretty close to the ocean and still be in the shade without paying anything.
If you get further down here, you get to the snorkel area at the end of that pier, and you got to stay inside those markers.
At the end of this pier on the left is where guests can snorkel. If you brought the right equipment, you could snorkel to the left of the pier for free. Otherwise, you have to rent equipment. The required equipment is mask, snorkel, fins, and vest. We saw folks using water skiing vests or life preservers brought from home to meet the vest requirement. The snorkeling on the left of the pier is so much better than that snorkeling on the right of the pier. But the really big point for here is that snorkeling on other parts of the island are much better than the snorkeling here. This island is so amazing for snorkeling. So there's like 3 sites in this general area. So we normally do a private tour, get some amazing snorkeling in. And it's economical if you do it with friends. And the snorkeling is not bad over here, but this is some of the very best snorkeling in all the Caribbean. I rank it number 2.
Subscribe right now so you don't miss any of that critical cruise information. We're going to have a lot of stuff coming out here on the Jubilee, and we already have a ton of stuff out on the Caribbean, Alaska, and Europe. And we're about ready to start releasing all our Antarctica and Patagonia videos. So you don't want to miss any of that. Subscribe right now. So they have a place where you get some massages right there.
They also have a place to get one of those fish pedicures.
And they have this little playground, so if the kiddos aren't getting worn out by the ocean, they can come over and do some swinging.
And I love that they had these little boats, and we saw families having like a great lunch, or this is where they pick their spot out for the day for some free shade.
So there is just a lot of restaurants and bars here, plenty of places to sit down and have a drink or a meal. As far as I could tell, all of the pricing was the same on the bars and all the menus were same on the restaurants.
But these restaurants, boy, they have different vibes and musics. So it's good to go find something that you really like before you sit down. Remember that, none of them are going to be free, and they will not take your Carnival cruise card. So be sure to carry cash or a credit card with you. Well, when we came in, we rented 2 loungers near the front, and these chairs should come with bar and food service. We saw some areas getting excellent service.
Yeah, but our guy, he sold us the chairs and we never saw him again.
We were super happy that we had brought a canteen with us, and then we went up to a bar and bought a couple of the local beers.
And here we are walking into the Hideaway. This is that last restaurant we showed you.
It had a sign that said crew area. But the only crew we saw was cast from the production company over at the bar. And so I asked an attendant if guests could use the lounge chairs and how much they were in this area. And he told me that they were for anybody and that they were free. However, we felt if we did see lots of crew members in this area, we'd go find another place to sit. We hope you've enjoyed this video.
If you like the video, give us a subscribe right now so you don't miss any of this critical cruise information.
Until next time, have a cruising good time.